So in question number 2 from exercise 3.1, the coach of a cricket team buys 3 bat and 6 ball for rupees 3,900 है ना. So 3 bats and 6 balls cost is given rupees 3,900. So this will give you the first equation, and later she buys another bat and 3 more ball. Another bat means how many bat now he's buying? Only one bat. One bat and three balls cost is rupees 1300. This is not the answer. Now what we will do, we will take the, let the cost of bat be x and the cost of
ball be y.
So let cost of bat be x and cost of ball be y. And now Anikansh, you can frame the equation, right? So how much you'll get? Now you can find frame the equations, na?
Yeah.
3x plus 6y equals to 3900, and then one bat means x plus 3 balls 3y, x plus 3y equals to 1300, and then you can draw the graph for it, hai na?
Means graph.
In graph you're having problem? Wait, I will tell you. See, so after solving the first equation, you can simplify this first equation a little bit. So you will get x plus 2y equals to how much? Dividing with 3, 1300. Up to this is okay? Anitanshu and others, is it okay up to this?
Yes.
And now when you are making the graph, so for making the graph, see, here the numbers are very big, hai na? 1300. So that means when you will take the values of x, take the values of x in terms of hundreds. Okay. So if x is 100, then your y will be how much? 2y equals to 1300 minus 100. So y can be written as 1300 minus 100 by 2. Anitanshu and Ritabrato, is it okay?
Yes.
So now, huh?
I have written it in the graph. Equation.
Which one?
Is it possible with it? Value of y.
हाँ Anitanshu say.
Yeah, x equal to 100, y equal to 10, that one.
And then you can put another value, so you can take 200. So do one thing here, you take odd numbers. Why odd numbers? Because see, if here this number is already odd, so odd minus odd will give you a even number, hai na? Now you will get 500. Then you can take another number as 500, so you will get how much? 400. So like this you can plot, and while plotting the graph, and while plotting the graph,
Means write it in the question or in the graph.
see, in the graph, if you have a graph copy, then it's fine. In the rule page, you can write these things, and in the graph, you can draw the graph. Okay. But if you don't have the graph copy, you are doing in page, then you can paste the page in your copy, write in copy, and paste the graph. Hai na?
Yes, done.
Done?
Yes.
So fast. Okay. So for making the graph, now what you can do? So those who are not having the graph paper, what they will do? They will just mark here with the scale, and this marking you just give with the proper scale, huh? So you can take half centimeter also. So here we will give 100, 200, 300 like this, huh? And so same you can go in, give in the y axis also. And plotting though, I think all of you can do, na? Okay. So 100 and then 600 like that. whenever you get the any two equations in the linear form, let's say you have a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0, and another equation is a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. So without solving also you will know that these two equations will either have the solutions or will not have this solution or will have the many solutions. Okay, so for that we have conditions. So here you'll see, let's say you have equation 3x plus 2y plus 5 equals to 0, and another equation is 4x plus y plus 4 equals to 0. So in that case, a1 is the multiple of or the coefficient of x in the first equation. Okay, so a1 is 3, b1 is 2, and c1 is 5. The same way,
Me,
yes.
you have to write it.
No, first you understand this. Yeah, later let me explain this first. So here a1 b1 c1 you will write like that, and a2 b2 c2 you will write like that. Okay, in case if you will get a negative over here, like let's say you have minus y here, so in that case your b2 will be negative. Okay, and sometimes in the equation this c is also in the right side, so that time just take it to the left side and then write whether it is positive, write the same way. If it is negative, just write it in the same way. So this thing is clear, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So whenever you will just write these values, after doing that, what you will do, you will find out a1 by a2 and b1 by b2, and also you will calculate the value of c1 by c2. Okay. Now whenever you are finding these ratios of a and b and c, so you will get some conditions there. So the first condition is, let's say your a1 by a2 is coming not equals to b1 by b2. So you don't have to check for the c1 c2, only just look at this one, a1 by a2 is not equals to b1 by b2. In that case you will get a graph, or the two equations will have unique solution. Unique solution means, wait, the two equations will cut at a single point. Okay, so this is the equation a1x plus b1y plus c equals to 0, and for this this is the another a2x plus b2y plus c equals to 0, c1 and c2 equals to 0. So both the equation will cut at a single point. That means this will have unique solution. This equation will have unique solution, and we also say it as the equations are consistent. Means that is having a solution, that means the equation is consistent. Is we have the second condition. So the second condition is, in case when you will get a1 by a2 equals to b1 by b2, है ना? You can get this also, that these two can be equal. So in that case you have to compare it with the c1 also, c1 by c2. So here again you will get two conditions when it will not be equals to c1 by c2. So in that case these equations will not have roots. Okay, so we'll say no solutions. Sorry, I said roots, it's actually solution. So the equation will have no solution. So you will say that these lines are inconsistent. Okay, and in this case the graph will be like, you will get a parallel line. So for the parallel lines you will not get the solutions, because the parallel line they never meet, है ना? The parallel lines never meet. Wait, I just drawn wrong. Yeah. It will be like this. So the gap will here you will see the gap between the line will always remain same. So you will not get any points or any intersecting point here. So these type of equation will represent two parallel lines. So this is the equation for the first one, let's say, and this is the graph for the second one. Okay, so we will say that the equations are inconsistent. That means they will not have any solution. This one is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the third and the last condition, that is when all the ratios will be equal, a1 by a2, b1 by b2, yes, c1 by c2.
In the first case, both the lines are intersecting each other.
Yeah.
And we are getting a unique solution.
Yes. Only one solution. Wherever they will meet, that is the solution. So this is the solution, So that means only
Only
one
one
solution.
unique.
Yeah, that's why we are
That's why
saying
it's
it.
unique solution.
That's why we are saying it unique, because you are getting a single answer. Okay. Now you this will also make it more clear with this third condition. So when all the ratios are equal, in that case you will get many solutions. Okay, or you will see in your book also it's written infinitely many solutions. Okay, so this is the case when you will get many solutions, and this case is also consistent, means in this case also the solutions are consistent, or the okay. And in this case the graph will be like the graph will be same graph you will get for both the equations. Okay, so in that case yeah, so like this is the graph for a1 x plus b1 y plus c1 equals to 0, and this is the graph for another equation also. Okay, like the points will be same, the x and y values will always be same for that. Okay, so like if you are having this point, so this point will satisfy this equation also and this equation also. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
These three conditions are clear.
Yes.
So in exam also these three conditions are very important. You will get many questions from this, like you can get 2-mark question, 1-mark question, and sometimes 3-mark question also based on these three conditions.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Yeah.
what you have written just now, that you will copy the notebook.
This one is for understanding the table which I have given, that is important, that you can write. It's the same thing. Okay,
Means.
if you want to draw this, then you can make this also, not a problem. Anyone
In the
who can.
last equation,
Huh.
at number 3, we have many solutions.
Yes, many solutions, infinitely many solutions. Yes.
Means.
Yes, Anitansh.
Means I have written the whole.
Okay, no problem. Main thing is to understand. So if you have written the whole thing, no problem.
Means
Okay, I have done both. Okay, now you see this one. So here, let's say with the numbers also. Let's see with the numbers. So here, this equation if we have, so we'll check it which one in which category it will fit. So here you know a1 is 3, a2 is 4, है ना? So this is a1 by a2. Then b1 by b2 is how much? 2 by minus 1, right?
Yes.
And then c1 by c2 is 5 by 4.
4.
Yes. So see which condition? a1 by a2, is it equal to b1 by b2? No, right? It's not equals to b1 by b2. So that means these two equations will have a unique solution. Okay. So I will just give you an example for the last condition also. Let's say you have equation x plus y equals to 5. Okay. Now same equation you can multiply with some constant, other constant like 2x plus 2y will give you 10. है ना? So in both these equations, whatever value you will put for x, that will satisfy for y in both the equations. Okay. If it satisfies the first equation, it will also satisfy the second equation. Is it clear? See, like if x is 2, this y will be 3. है ना? It will satisfy. Now same thing you can do here. 2 into 2 plus 2 into 3. So how much you will get? 4 plus 6, 10. So always whatever will fit in this first equation, same thing will be the solution for the second one.